This is file 25-7075 FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, please?
Melissa Goodrich, Boyne County Prosecutor.
Rustin Schisler on behalf of Pamela Garza.
All right, good afternoon, sir. Have you had a chance to review the report and recommendations with your client?
We have, Your Honor.
The advisory guidelines are scored at 0 to 3. Do you have any scoring challenges or additions or corrections to the report?
We do not.
Ms. Goodrich, to the people.
No, Your Honor.
All right, we're also up for a bond violation sentencing, for which my intention is to enter a contempt judgment with 70 days jail, credit for 70 days served. Is there anything further you want to say about the contempt?
I do not, Your Honor.
Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'll enter that judgment of contempt. And Mr. Schisler, go ahead with anything you want to say on behalf of your client.
Thank you, Your Honor. As I indicated, we reviewed the pre-sentence report. We think it's fair and accurate. She's encouraged by the opportunity to complete, the delay program that's been offered to her. And I know she's had some hiccups, but I think she'll be successful going forward. And we would just ask the court to follow the recommendation.
All right. Ms. Garza, you don't have to tell me anything today, but you're welcome to. Is there anything you want to tell me or no?
I made a bad decision. I regret it. And I just want to get past it. And I'm thankful that nothing serious happened to anybody or anything. And I apologize. And I'm disappointed in myself. I'm disappointed in my family. And I just want to get over this and move on.
Okay. All right, Ms. Goodrich, any recommendations from the people?
Oh, yes, Your Honor. Thank you. The defendant is 61 years old with no prior criminal history. She's employed with a high school diploma. We would ask the court to follow the 7411 plea agreement and order the PSI recommended 18 months probation to address the substance abuse issues here.
All right, thank you. Ms. Garza, if you please stand for the court sentence. Ms. Garza, you have no prior record and you seem remorseful for your conduct here, which is I'm sentencing you for possession of cocaine. It was connected to a drunk driving offense that's being handled down in the district court after remand here so that we can do the 7411. I guess what you ought to know is, there's, you seem remorseful for that, and that's a good thing. But then to get past it, as you said, it'll require you to, cooperate with probation and any substance abuse assessment and find out, what's going on in your life with drugs and alcohol. And if there's a way to, get you on a better path so that you don't start accumulating a criminal record in your 60s, that's a bad plan. So I'm hopeful that you'll do well. I know that you didn't do super well on your bond, so that does worry me a little bit, but we're going to let you out today and get you started on probation, give you the 7411 and give you a chance to get things turned around. Okay. But I hope you understand by what I did previously that the possession here, in my mind, is a serious possession because you were driving. And so if you were to violate probation, we're going to be dealing with that pretty quickly and you'll find yourself locked up pretty quickly. Okay. So I want you to cooperate with probation and take it real seriously. If you do, then the charge will be dismissed, if you successfully complete the 7411 probation. So I'm going to place you on probation for 18 months subject to under section 7411 of the Public Health Code. And that's subject to the terms and conditions listed on pages 2 and 3 of the pre-sentence report. I want to highlight some of those terms. There's outpatient or residential substance abuse treatment when referred by your field agent. You have to keep and maintain employment. There's a crime victims assessment of $130. Court costs of $350. Comply with DNA testing and pay a $60 fee, $68 in state cost, and there is a monthly supervision fee to the Department of Corrections. And as I said, all the other terms and conditions listed in that report fully apply as well. You're eligible for early discharge at the halfway point if you successfully have completed the terms of probation. We're going to hand you a piece of paper explaining that. I know the agent put in the report that you have to do the full 18 to get the 7411. I don't think that's legally true. So I think you are entitled to petition for early discharge at halfway point. And if you're successful, you get the benefit of the 7411. We're going to hand you a piece of paper explaining that, as I said. Also, if you wanted to appeal, well, we're not entering a judgment of sentence, but if you want to appeal, you'd have to, so we don't do appeal rights on the 7411 because we're not entering a judgment of guilt. All right, do you want her to stick around to talk with anybody from probation today? Or no, she's gonna be released. Okay.
So if she's released, then she needs to report to the probation office within 24 hours.
Yeah, okay.
Is there a way to go today when I get done with the next court?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I'm on the bench for a couple more hours. I'm not sure the timing of it, when you'll be released, whether the county building will still be open or not. So within your release, you need to contact the probation department within 24 hours to get started on probation. Okay.
Well, I'll get a piece of paper with numbers and stuff, right? To call her where, or,
Yeah, make sure the jail gives you a phone number they can give them probation number.
Yeah, but she's gonna have to report
I know, but I did just,
in person.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's what I want to confirm in
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So show up either this afternoon or more likely tomorrow morning. Okay, first thing in the morning then,
What time does it open?
8.
Okay. 6 o'clock.
All right, anything further from the people,
No, Your Honor, thank you.
from the defense?
No, Your Honor.
Mr.
Appreciate it.
Schisler, welcome, and have a
Thank
good
you.
drive
It was
back.
great. Yeah, thank
Your
you.
Honor.
All right, and then we have People v. Isidro Isler, file 25-7105FH. We've got the prosecuting attorney, Melissa Goodrich, present, an attorney for Mr. Eisler, Mr. Gilbert's present. And we are here for an arraignment. Mr. Gilbert, have you had a chance to review the charging document?
Yes, we're aware of the charges against my client. We wish to waive the reading.
How's he plead the charge?
He'll stand mute.
He will enter a plea of guilty. I'm sorry, will enter a plea of not guilty for Mr. Eisler on the charge of fleeing and eluding fourth degree, 2 counts of resisting, obstructing, misdemeanor operating while intoxicated and open intox, and there's a habitual 4th notice as well. Is a forensic center referral requested?
It is not.
Estimated length of trial?
Again, I believe a jury pick will probably be about 2 days.
And, can I see this one? And appropriate for docket call on February 10.
Yes, just to inform the court, I have ordered the transcript and I'm waiting for that for a possible motion.
Oh, okay,
So that will be forthcoming once that transcript is received.
very good. If it's necessary, if it doesn't give you enough time to receive, review the transcript and file the motion, just I'm sure the prosecutor will step to dismiss or step to, I keep saying things wrong, step to adjourn, or you can file a motion to adjourn.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Otherwise, I'll schedule this for a docket call on February 10 at 2:20 in the afternoon. Anything further from the people,
No, Your Honor.
from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to ask if the court could review possibly the bond in this case. It's currently set at 75,000 cash or surety. My client is unable to make that dollar amount, but the court would consider a lesser amount. I know he's here supported by his brother. His brother has informed me that there would definitely be a place for him to stay at his house and accept responsibility for him to make sure he's here for court and that type of thing. So we'd ask the court to consider a lower dollar amount in this case. Thank you.
Is what counties Mr. Eisler, he's got a Sheboygan address in the charging documents. Is he a Sheboygan resident?
Yes.
Read the point here. All right, Ms. Goodrich, people's response.
Your Honor, I'd ask that you deny the request due to the nature of the offense. The defendant is 40 years old with 3 prior misdemeanors, but I see 2 of them were in 2024, no license on person and drunk and disorderly. I'm not sure if those were while he was still on probation in district court, and part of the reason for the high bond, the prosecutor handled the arraignment. He also has the 3 prior felonies as listed on the information.
Look at the bond.
It looks like I do have a note here that he was on bond for an OWI, but I'm not sure what county, if that was ours or another county at the time of the arraignment on October 10th.
Mr. Gilbert, you have any knowledge about that?
Yes, he was on bond for an OWI. That has been resolved and time has been served on that. And that was in district court and he pled.
One of the conditions is SCRAM alcohol tether. Ms. Goodrich, is there any was there any indication of drug use in this case, or was it alcohol solely, do you know?
Alcohol.
All right, I'm going to reduce the bond to $25,000 cash or surety, the full amount. I don't think a PR bond is appropriate, given that he was already on bond for misdemeanor OWI at the time of this incident. It'll be subject to the same conditions, meaning Mr. Eisler, you'd have to have a alcohol tether on your ankle in place prior to release from the jail.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell you, any tampers or any alcohol readings on that whatsoever will revoke your bond immediately. I won't do a show cause, Mr. Goodrich. We'll just do a warrant. If there's any issues with that tether, I'll do a warrant for your arrest and you'll have no bond. All right. All right. We'll see you February 10th at 2:20. Back on the record in the 53rd Circuit Court and providing public access in the courtroom and also online. We have an arraignment and People v. Mason Kuzlowski, file 25-7106 FH. Counsel, you want to state your appearances, please?
Yes, good. Oh, sure, right.
Well, Goodrich, Wayne County Prosecutor.
And good morning, Your Honor. James Gilbert here, and Mr. Kuzlowski.
All right. And have you had a chance to review the charging document with Mr. Kuzlowski?
I have, Your Honor. However, Mr. Kuzlowski would like the charging document read into the record.
Okay, very good. Mr. Kuzlowski, it's alleged that you're being charged with the crime of stolen property, receiving and concealing a motor vehicle. And it alleges that you on or about October 5th, 2025, within the county of Sheboygan, did buy, receive, possess, conceal, or aid in the concealment of a 2017 Ford F-150, a stolen motor vehicle, knowing or having reason to know or reason to believe that the motor vehicle was stolen, embezzled, or converted. That's contrary to Michigan law. It's a felony crime and it's punishable by up to 5 years in prison and or a $10,000 fine or 3 times the value of the motor vehicle, whichever is greater. Yeah, to impose a fine of 3 times the value, the defendant must admit the amount or it must be determined by the trier of fact at trial. The court may order reimbursement to the state or local government for expenses incurred in relation to the incident, including but not limited to expenses for emergency response and prosecution. Mr. Kozlowski, do you understand the nature of the charge I've just read to you and the penalty?
Yes,
And how do you wish to plead to that charge?
he'll stand mute at this time, Your Honor.
All right, we'll enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. Is a forensic center referral requested?
It is not.
Right. It's a single count. I know there's a lot of witnesses listed in the information, but with just the single count and no habitual notice, is this a case that's appropriate for the rocket docket, or why not?
I believe it would be, actually.
Estimated length of trial?
At most 2 days with jury pick.
Okay. Any objection to continuation of bond, Ms. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so bond will be continued, and we're gonna set this for a docket call that Mr. Kozlowski is gonna be a plea cutoff. So at that first docket call, we'll either have the case resolved by a plea or we'll schedule it for trial. And we can have you come in for that docket call on February 10 at 2:10 in the afternoon. Anything further from the people,
No, Your Honor, thank
from
you.
the defense?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Okay, Mr. Kozlowski, we'll see you then.
All right, thank you.